I was seeing when I get so excited. Hi, hello, hello. It is very humid outside, which is why I think my face is the way that it is. Anywho, how are you? I have an undershirt on today, not for, anyways. It's because I didn't want it to be see through. That's why. Anyway, how are you? How has your day, night, evening, morning been? I don't know why this is lopsided. Anyway, how's it been? Has it been good? Have you had something scrumdiddlyumptious? Hmm, I hope so. I am here a little bit later, because um, my son, since I had a little bit more time today, I've been playing with him in between stuff. I still need to play with him some more because I didn't get to do much, but it involved Nerf guns and hiding behind a makeshift fort and shooting the Nerf guns at stuff in the house. It's actually down the family room. Um, it was really cute and funny because when he was like, I was like, "Oh, there's no more Nerf, there's no more bullets. It's over with." He was like, "Oh no, look behind you. I came prepared." Yeah, he has a bag of Nerf gun bullets. It was behind me. I didn't even notice it. It's like, "Oh, okay. I guess I'm still here." That was earlier. It was like, I don't know, 2 hours ago or so. But anyway, so yeah. And then he was like, "Well, while I was having lunch, which you guys know my lunch is pretty fast because, well, I don't know if you know or not, but anyways, it's a um, protein shake, an apple. Sorry, my brain. And he, I was like, oh, I'll, drink my protein shake and have my apple and all that while playing a board game. So it's like, okay, go get a board game. We can play it together. And he was like, all right, it's ready. I was like, okay, where's the board game? And he's like, "I made one." So there's a board game that he's made up downstairs. I was like, "I don't wanna play that." Anytime he does that, he makes up it's very, like, not fair. And I didn't even say that. I was just like, "I don't wanna play that." And he's like, "I've made it. It'll be fair, I swear." So anyway, that's been my day. I still have one more thing and then yeah. How are you feeling? Are you ready for whatever you have to do? Excited? All those things? Hope so. Look at the sky. Okay, let me show you the clouds. So when I oh my gosh, that looks like someone's praying. Hold on. That
looks like a girl's side profile kneeling in prayer. That's crazy. Did you guys see that? Wow. Hold on, taking a screenshot. Hey, did it. And one more time. That's insane. Wow. Anyhow, here are the other clouds. That one's starting to dissipate. Taking a picture of that one too. Ugh, clouds are anyway. It's supposed to storm tonight. Well, this afternoon into the nighttime. Okay. Hi. Wow, that was really cool. That wasn't there before. And I have to tell you guys about the spider. So, the spider that, like, mind you, I did have, like, a little I think what was but oh, I never buttoned this all day long. Kinda day it's been. Nobody I was not okay, I was around people, not people that I know. No one said anything. I don't even know if they noticed or not. Anyway, there we go. Um, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I did have, like, a little, like, I guess, itchy, like, eczema breakout back there. That's what I was feeling yesterday. Anyway, I told you that, like, a spider had tethered to my phone, and then I couldn't find the spider at all. Hold on, my son. I don't know if he shut the door all the way. Hold on. I can't reach that far. But you guys didn't see anything. Whatever. What was I saying? The spider. Um, oh, yeah. So it had did a spider web across the door frame. Open the door today, this afternoon, midday. I don't know. Point being, it was like a spider. Where's it at? It was a spider like this big. Yeah. I mean, thankful for its protection and all because it was protecting my door frame, right? But I was like, you can't be here. You got to go. So I got water, not on, I didn't get it. I did it to get its web down, but it still was like, I'm going to hang out. And I was like, you cannot hang out here. You got to go. So then I had to get on my floor. I have a broom and got a broomstick and then grabbed it and it was hanging onto the broomstick. And I was like, you need to get off. So I was shaking it to get it off. And it was on the front porch here, but I don't know where it went to. I'm looking around for it. Anyway, mm, just me chit chatting. Let's see here. What else? I had printed something. And he was bringing it out to me. Then just I don't even know. I'm just talking. Then I was like, I don't need that. Thank you. Oh, literally. So you want me to tear it up? No, I don't. I don't want you to tear it up. Just went because like anyway, he's fun. Let's see here, what else? Do you guys hear that plane? I actually don't see very many planes that often anymore. There's a plane. I saw a plane like 2 or 3 days ago. Just one. Yeah, I don't see them very often. The cloud for the thumbnail to me, the opening looked like a heart, the bottom one. I liked it. All right. So I thought that we could read. Well, let me pause. Yes. Hi. It has been a little bit of a slower day for me. I said that yesterday, didn't I? Yeah. But when days are slow like this for me, I feel like I have the tendency to mismanage my time. Like, I go a little too slow, if that makes sense, and I'm like, "Oh, shoot." So I have, like, one more thing I have to complete before tomorrow, which I will do after this. Otherwise, I'm gonna go play the game with him and take time to be with him. In my mind, I mismanage my time. Like, I do everything later than normal. So, yeah. This morning, I, got really filled with the feeling of love and, um, I don't know, awe. And then I was like, wow, yeah. And then I paused and was like, well, first I thought I might write a poem. Then I was like, no, I don't think I want to write a poem. I just want to make sure to express myself. You know, what am I feeling in this moment? Mm, thankfulness. Hmm. Yeah. These are the first crickets I've heard this season. I was just thinking about this, I think last night or the night before, because I was laying in bed and it was really quiet. And I was like, why is it so quiet? And these are the first summer crickets I'm hearing. I have not heard them. Because last it was either last night or the night before, I was laying there. It must have been the night I was wide awake. So it was the night before. It wasn't last night, it was the night before. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I like it a lot. Oh, and the dragonfly yesterday, if you'd like to look it up, because when it turned, it legitimately looked like flags. Um, Let me find it here for you. I forgot the name of it. I think it's called this common whitetail dragonfly. That's what it is. It's the female one, though. It's like the darker brown one, and that's what I saw yesterday. That's what showed you yesterday. Yeah, it's really cool. I think a long time ago I may have seen that, but yeah. All right. So I brought out, because this is what I did feel to do as I was contemplating what to do. Let's read the 21st Way together from Pilgrim. And I brought out my highlighter. Thank you, by the way. If I didn't say that, thank you for understanding. Hmm. All right. We're on the 21st Way, right? Yeah, we are. Okay, you guys. Okay. Ever singing, march we onward, victors in the midst of strife. Joyful music leads us sunward in the triumph song of life. Sorry, it's in cursive and like, anyway. So that's, hold on. Well, you may have just seen it, but look at this side first. Isn't that pretty? That's this side. 21. joy for the journey. Not, not, not far from us is an off-roading trail called Black Bear, which we drive as a family. Just to be clear, I'm no outdoor adventurer. I'm just a six-time boy mom. The trail begins off the highway on Red Mountain Pass in the San Juan Mountains and ends in Telluride, Colorado. This Jeep trail is not for beginners. In fact, it warns travelers of its technical difficulty with signs along the way, including a final sign that indicates one way only from this point on. I can't quite remember, but it may even say something like, if you're scared now, there's no turning back later. Or maybe that's just what I think it ought to say after surviving the trail a few times now. Like most Jeep trails, it climbs and winds through steep terrain and then begins its descent along rugged, narrow patches of road alongside cliffs and down jagged, jagged. Why can't I speak? Okay. Like most Jeep trails, it climbs and winds through steep terrain and then begins descent along rugged, narrow patches. No. Okay, what? Oh, yeah. Along rugged, narrow patches of road alongside cliffs and down jagged rocks and boulders. A suitable four-wheel drive vehicle, great brakes, and careful focus on every twist and turn is a must. This is not a journey for mistakes or missteps. Somewhere along the way, I usually get anxious and start questioning the wisdom or validity of such an adventure. How is this worth the stress? Why did we have to go over the mountain? Couldn't we have gone around instead? Where's the joy in the journey when the journey is this hard? Just about the time these questions and frustrations surface, I get out of the car and start walking the trail by foot. Aye. While Troy continues to drive carefully down the mountain. I'm guessing that's her husband. As I take my eyes off the road and stop focusing on how accurately we're navigating the journey, I look up and grasp with clarity why we're traversing this rugged path. These are some of the most majestic vistas and displays of God's handiwork in all the world. Their grandeur takes my breath away. My anxious thoughts are suddenly drowned out by the chorus of praise that involuntarily rises up in me when I'm confronted by the God, when I'm confronted by God, the Creator, and the work of His hands. In that moment, I know beyond a shadow of doubt that we are created for praise. All thy works with joy surround thee, and earth and heaven reflect thy rays. Stars and angels sing around thee, center of unbroken praise. Field and forest, vale and mountain, flowery meadow, flashing sea, chanting bird and flowing fountain call us to rejoice in thee. Mortals join the mighty chorus, which the morning stars began. Father love is reigning o'er us, draw us through the Son of Man. Ever singing, march we onward, victors in the midst of strife. Joyful music leads us on sunward in the triumph song of life. Joyful music leads us sunward in the triumph music of life. God as creator. God created everything that exists, and when he surveyed the completed work of creation, he said it was very good. Psalm 139, 13 through 16 says that God Himself formed you, that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. With the same care that He crafted you, He will sustain you and He will conform you to the image of Christ. God's glory is the supreme purpose of all that He is doing and will do through you. Ephesians 1:12. Here is the art. Praise is the rehearsal of our eternal song. By grace we learn to sing, and in glory we continue to sing. C.H. Spurgeon. These lyrics are more like a wake up call than a pious declaration for a pilgrim lacking joy in his or her journey. It's as if these words were penned to urge the weary traveler in the midst of strife. Don't even think about quitting. The God who created all the earth is worthy of praise, and praise will shape your journey home. Oh, come, let us sing to the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. Let us come into his presence with thanksgiving. Let us make a joyful noise to him with songs of praise. Psalm 95, 1 through 2. It's only natural to overflow with praise when the skies are blue and the road is when and hmm? It's only natural to overflow with praise when the skies are blue and the road ahead is clear of all obstructions. Who can lack joy when good gifts, rich fare, and friends aplenty are before you? Who can withhold praise in times of ease and comfort? But in the midst of difficulties, trials, heartaches, and the unknown, how do we come and stay in God's presence with thanksgiving and joyful praise?
Perhaps God's awe-inspiring creation has made you with his pursuit of our praise. He didn't have to create a sky that melts into sherbet like pinks and oranges at day's end, but he did. He didn't have to fashion a bird with melodic voice, but even the faintest tune, sung by the smallest of creation, can call a day into order and our hearts to wonder. The budding leaves in spring, the icicles that form in winter, the carpet of golden leaves each autumn brings, the majestic mountain peaks, the endless fields of poppies, the galaxies of stars that sparkle at night, all of creation proclaims the Maker's praise. Hello, plane. If we listen, if we adjust our view, if we pay attention, our Creator God didn't have to design with intricate detail or woo our senses through his handiwork, but he did. If the praise on our lips follows the affections of our hearts, then we will grow to praise that we teach our hearts to love. I think that's why our God didn't just form the earth, but designed creation to capture our hearts and draw out our praise. God literally places God God literally places guideposts of his grace throughout nature that display his care and handiwork in the world he created. It's humbling when you think about it. No wonder the Apostle Paul wrote in Acts 17:24 through 25, the God who made the world and everything in it, being Lord of heaven and earth, does not live in temples made by man, nor is he served by human hands as though he needed anything, since he himself gives to all mankind life and breath and everything. This is the art. Oh, this one was not good either. Humility and praise go hand in hand. It's in the very humbling, more than we can handle circumstances of our lives, that we fall to our knees and look up. Do you feel gripped with fear on the road you're on? Have you been so focused on getting around the obstacles in your life that you've missed the joy in the journey? Take your eyes off of the seemingly impossible path ahead and take a moment to observe how God is at work all around you. When we pay attention to the way God alone holds all things together in creation and in the created, even the most difficult parts of our journeys become opportunities to lift our eyes and our hearts in praise. It's what God purposed for us, his his created. It's what God purposed for us, his created. Spurgeon said it well. Sorry, I'm distracted. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Anyways, I was distracted by there was a little red bird that flew by and it sat there and it was tripping. And then when I looked around, I looked at it, it flew away. But it was at me, chirping at me. And then there's Eris staring at me. Sorry, sorry. I just, sorry. I was distracted by her. Anyway, let me focus. Where was I at? Okay, wait. When we pay attention to God, okay. When we pay attention to the way God alone holds all things together in creation and in the created, even the most difficult parts of our journeys becomes opportunities to lift our eyes and our hearts in praise. It's what God purposed for us, is created. Spurgeon said it well. Praise is the rehearsal of our eternal song. By grace we learn to sing, and in glory we continue to sing. When we bow our hearts to our God, great creator God, our hearts are, in turn, tuned to sing praises to him. To him. Praise realigns us with God's melody rather than our own. The melody intended for us in harmony with God forevermore. Praise isn't simply a means to ease our journey, it is both our fuel and the destination. God's glorious creation stands as a constant reminder that He is at work all around us. The guidepost. God's glorious creation stands as a constant reminder that He is at work all around us. And then on this page here, the God who made the world and everything in it, being Lord of heaven and earth, does not live in temples made by man, nor is he served by human hands as though he needed anything, since he himself gives to all mankind life and breath and everything. Acts 17:24 through 25. And the art. Oh, sorry. And that's that. I have to go back and highlight. I still have to go back and highlight the 20th way. I haven't been able to go back and read it. Um, I don't know. It's interesting because as I was praying today just for everything and, for the start of stuff. I, uh that's what I kept, I don't know, seeing when I was praying was, I don't know, like, just, and thank you, God, for making me think of this because it's hard sometimes for me to voice it, um, the way I want to. So I'm glad he brought it back to mind because, yeah, I wanna share it. When I was praying, it's like I just saw, like, I don't know, this bright atmosphere and, like, clear sight, but finding beauty in that clear sight. I don't know how to explain it. Like, being taken aback in a good way. Like, it's good that I can see clearly and how God's gonna use that to bless you. Yep. As you pour out. Let's see here. What else is there? The temperature is changing, so it was really humid, but it's because it's supposed to storm. So now it was crazy hot and, like, humid, and now this cool air is coming in, which is why it's going to storm, which I love, which I do love anyway. Um, hmm, that's all I have. Yeah. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry, a bird was hopping, but it was gonna come this it was coming up to right here in front of the stairs, and then it flew away when I saw it. Um, hmm, I don't know. I'm going to make so I have a bunch of stuff that's left over from when I made pozole. When was that, last week or the week before? It was when my niece was here. I almost said her name. Uh, wait. Yes, I did. Yeah, 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 yeah. It was the night she left. It was her last day here. Anyway, and I don't want to get rid of it, like just throw it away. 'Cause I try not to do that. I don't like being wasteful. So I have like produce from that, and I was like, man, what can I do with that? So tonight I'm going to make chicken tortilla soup. I've never made chicken tortilla soup. I'm not really an eater of chicken tortilla soup, but I didn't want to make pozole again. So I'm gonna make chicken tortilla soup. That's what I'm making. Yeah. So I'm gonna make that tonight. Did you guys hear the thunder? It thundered like 60 seconds ago. Maybe 30. 30 is probably more accurate. Anyway, hmm. Okay. And this is how I'll end it. And then I'll pray. If, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Okay, it just came to my mind right now. If I were to make an ice cream sundae based off of you, how am I gonna do this? Hmm. I don't know. I don't know why on earth this popped in my head. Go away. Hmm. Never mind. Wait, now I feel like I have to do it. Okay, 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 okay. Hello, plane. Wow, you're really low. And you're kind of going the wrong direction. I have not seen this many planes at all. Hold on, you can look at it too. And see how low it is. Oh, wait, there it is. Yeah. And do you hear it? It must be pretty bad up there. Up there.
Like I said, we're supposed to get bad weather. God be with them. That's really low. Not anywhere near her. Also the wrong direction for landing. Anyway, okay. If I were to make I can do this. I can do this. Well, I have to have the ice cream. So all the toppings will be different, but the base ice cream, I think it would be the cherry chocolate. There's a brand that has a cherry chocolate ice cream. It has chunks and cherry and chunks of chocolate in it. It's a vanilla base. But I think that because the base, right, different textures, right, a little surprising. That's what I'm gonna do, right? Maybe. Anyway, we'll move on. So then the toppings. Okay, the first topping. How would I say that as a topping? I think it would be I think it would be um oh, I know it would be, do you know those what are they? They're like during Christmas, here at least, they're the nuts that are my brain's not working, and like pecans and stuff like that. They're like tossed in like sugar and honey, or sorry, maybe it's just honey. Point being, and it's like cinnamon, and it's like spiced nuts. Spiced nuts. Because there's warmth to them, there's depth, they're a little nutty, mm, and can be a little spicy, but they're sweet, but there's depth. Next one. Next one would be, what would my next topping be? I think chocolate chips, because they're sweet. They're kind of a classic, a constant, right? They're always needed. People know when they're missing, right? Mhm. Next one. What would the next one be? Mm, I think my next one topping would be chocolate syrup, right? You think of a sundae, has chocolate syrup, but I think chocolate syrup's always needed, right? Some might say no, in my sundae it's needed. Like I can't even imagine a sundae without chocolate syrup. But the way it flows is constant. I think it has depth because even when you scoop up, somehow there's always still more. There's more chocolate syrup. I can't think of a time I've ever put chocolate syrup on something and I've gotten it all up. It's like you're always scraping it at the bottom. Yeah, depth. Next one. Mm, mhm. I think it would be the maraschino cherries. It's got that bright taste to it. Maybe not maraschino cherries. That's too sweet. Hmm. What's another Sunday topping? Hmm. I keep thinking of shaved coconut. Or it's called something else. What's the actual thing called? I think I'm not gonna say that. It sounds weird. Isn't it? Anyway, I'm sticking with that. Because it has sweetness to it, but there's also like a fruitiness to it. It's not floral. It's a floral taste to it. Coconut. Has a little bit of texture. It's nice to look at, right? As it accents the sundae. It adds that like zhuzhed, I think, to a sundae. Like you can always spot it. There's the coconut. The shaved coconut. This is probably poor. I'm just going with it because I said it, and then I don't wanna abandon the idea. And I know they're my ideas, and I can abandon them if I wanted to, but I commit. So here I am. But it had to be toasted. Toasted. There's a word for it. I think it's weird if I remember correctly. It'd have to be toasted because it gives a little bit to that nuttiness, to a little bit more depth to it. You look at coconut, shaved coconut, and you think you know, "Oh, I know what this is," but you don't actually know what it is, right? You gotta taste it. Next one. Mm. Mm, hmm, I think what would be next up? Be pineapple. Come on. I don't even know I had to think again. It'd be pineapple. I love pineapple. Pineapple's delicious. Pineapple. Pineapple is so necessary. Ugh, how could I even have a Sunday without pineapple? Pineapple is necessary, sweet, juicy. Mm, got a little bit of tart to it, but usually sweet and juicy. I don't know what it is about pineapple that I love. I mean, I know what it is about pineapple, that I love, but in general, pineapple. Don't know. I think that ooh, that would be good. Do you guys know what tagine is? Ah, toss in a little bit of tagine. Oh, that'd be yummy. It's a little bit spicy. It's Mexican. I think it's only Mexican. I don't know. Let me look here. Yes, thank you. Okay. So tagine is a blend of mild chili peppers, dehydrated lime, and sea salt. It's very yummy to put on fruit. It brings out, oh, it's so good. It brings out the sweet. Oh, it's so good. That's what I do too. It's tagine covered pineapple. All right. Next, it would be gummy bears. I didn't even I didn't even hesitate in thinking. It'd be gummy bears. They're bright, they're fun, they're chewy. But I think that they can be it can be unexpected, right? Like if gummy bears kind of in the ice cream a little bit too much, they can kind of get a little bit hard, right? Their texture can change depending on the atmosphere. Um, yeah, they're colorful. And then, hmm, what would be marshmallows? Marshmallows. White marshmallows. Classic. Not the colored, not the dyed marshmallows. Marshmallows. Mini marshmallows. Why? 'Cause
They're soft, right? Mhm. I think they're soft in a good way. Like a marshmallow. They're slightly chewy, right? They've got some texture to them. Marshmallows aren't what they seem. Marshmallows aren't what they seem. That's what I like about marshmallows. Probably not a good idea with the whole Sunday. I probably didn't do you guys justice, describing my Sunday. My point is that I love you. And there's something about all of you. If ever I'm asked, what is your favorite part of the Sunday? I despise that question. I don't have a favorite part of the Sunday. I really actually do despise. I hate that question. You guys know that's not what the question is. But let me tell you, I really dislike that question. It upsets me. Don't ask me that question. Stop asking people that question. Yeah. I love the whole Sunday. And no, the Sunday cannot be without any of the toppings. It'd be missing something. Anyway, this has gone on long enough, but it really is. Anyway, let me not get all riled up from that. Just thinking of that. I don't like that question at all. It gets under my skin. Maybe it's because I met the whole Sunday. You know what I mean? Like I tasted the whole Sunday. It's like this is the Sunday. I love the Sunday. Why would I want the Sunday without any of the toppings? Why would I be like, oh, you know what? I want this topping instead. Then don't come to the Sunday. Get a different Sunday. Go somewhere else. Anyway. Got it. God, thank you so much for your love. Sorry. Okay. Getting it together. I think it's starting to rain. God, thank you so much for your love. Thank you for all the things that you have done, will do, and are doing. I ask that you please be with every single person who comes across this. I ask that you strengthen them, help them in their environment to be strong, to feel confident, um, to know that you do, in fact, have them. And please, Lord, what it is that you're revealing to me, reveal to them. Show them the atmosphere that I'm talking about, God. Holy Spirit, come. Thank you for the love, community, and friendship and togetherness that we get to share. Amen. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I really, really appreciate it. I have to hurry. It's starting to rain. Bye. Love you. Bye.